All right, everybody, welcome back to the channel. A little bit of a different video today. It's going to be a quick update. This isn't going to be a normal Friday video. This is going to go up sometime in the middle of the week. But we just fished the Tin Cat tournament on Norris. That was on, I believe, what day was it? January 18th. So first tournament of this calendar year. And we didn't get enough footage for it to warrant a whole video, so I figured I'd just do basically a quick uh, quarter season update for how things are going. So on Norris, uh, we didn't do any pre-fishing. In fact, we had not fished for 2 months since Thanksgiving because of the moving and the holidays, just all kinds of stuff going on at once. My nephew was born, so that took up some stuff. And right now, you can probably notice my voice sounds a little funny. It's because I'm currently staying home from work because I've got the flu. So, been pretty busy these last couple of months. And that's why the uploads haven't been very consistent for a little while there in December and January. But I finished in 18th place out of 30 anglers, and I caught one fish. Well, I caught two, but only one was scoreable. It was an 18 1/4 inch smallmouth. I'm just going to go ahead and throw that highlight in here.
Smallmouth. That's a nice size one too. That's a big smallie. That's what we were looking for. Okay guys, 18 1/4 inch smallmouth out here on these rocks. Gonna let him go, try to catch some more. Got about 2.5 to 2:45 left to go.
Yep, so that was pretty good size smallmouth, but it took about 5 hours to get that. I'd gone in planning just a slow roll, a deeper diving crank in red, and throwing the Ned rig against the bluff walls, and it just apparently that was the right pattern. I heard a lot of people were doing good on that. I just didn't apparently choose the right location. We were on Blue Mud where we launched for the Classic, and I actually caught that smallmouth in the same general area as the big one I caught during the Classic. But I went for 2 or 3 hours, didn't catch a fish, and then I caught a little 10-inch largemouth on that crankbait. I think it was a red money badger, a Berkeley crankbait. And that gave me enough energy. It's like, okay, so they're hitting something, so I might as well keep fishing this. And after another 2 or 3 hours, I was about to change over to another lure. It's like I need to switch something up. Then that 18 1/4 inch smallmouth just slams the crankbait, and I mean he hit it hard. And I was like, okay, maybe this is the pattern. So I fished it for the rest of the day, didn't get another bite. But I mean, we didn't expect to do much. Honestly, this was get out because we had not been in our kayaks for 2 months. It was driving us nuts, and we just needed a break. So it was just good to be out on the water, even though it was cold and wet. But it was a good day, and we were just thankful to be outside. And we're thankful now that we're kind of getting things settled in. We'll be able to go out and do more fishing, especially as the weather starts to warm up going into February and March and into spring. But that's the gist of the tournament. I caught one fish for 18 1/4. My dad didn't get a keeper. He finished tied for 26th. So doesn't really help us in our season goals, but honestly, we knew there was going to be at least one, maybe two tournaments where they were either we weren't going to be able to attend or they were going to be a throwaway due to moving. So one we didn't attend was Dale Hollow in December. We'll eventually get there. We really want to go and fish that lake because it's a smallmouth treasure, and we love fishing for smallmouth. So eventually we'll get out there, even if we have to go just for fun. And then this one was kind of a throwaway tournament. Get out, have some fun, and if we do well, great. If not, we were planning on fishing about 10 tournaments anyway for TNKATT, plus others, like fishing for soldiers. But that being said, we are now 4 tournaments in. Parksville, my dad finished in 7th place, so that's a top 10 for him. Dale Hollow, we missed. And then November's tournament, Yeah, Dale Hollow was December. Parksville was October. November was Melton Hill, where I got a ninth place finish. And then January is Norris and didn't do very well. But the next tournament is in a couple weeks, and that's on Watts Bar. And with the weather being warm, we're really hoping that we'll be able to fish for them shallow. We've got some contacts that know Watts Bar very well, and we're going to see if they can't give us some advice since it's a lake that's a little bit further away, so we don't get to fish it very often. But we're really looking forward to that and the rest of the season. Uh, I that think that about covers it. Yeah, this was just a quick highlight video, let you know how the Norris tournament went, and kind of give you an idea of what we're expecting. The good thing is these first four lakes are probably our least favorite. Parksville is, like I've said before, it's a very strange lake. If you don't fish it very often, it's very hard to figure out. My dad found a good pattern on it, so that's good. But it's definitely not one of our favorite lakes to fish. Now, Hollow would have been fun, but again, couldn't make it because of the holidays. Melton Hill is not a great bass lake. It's got some decent fish in it. I mean, hooked into two big ones in practice and caught 15 on tournament day, but none of them were very big. But again, Melton Hill is just not. If people ask, where do you go for bass in East Tennessee for catching big fish? Melton Hill's probably close to the bottom of the list. That's just the way it is. It's if you want striper or hybrid or muskie, you'll go to Melton Hill. If you want bass, go somewhere else. And Norris, again, we've done well on Norris, but it's a hard lake to fish, and it's just hard to fish in winter in general for us because we don't like slow presentations and we don't like fishing deep. But we're learning that, and I think catching an 18 and a quarter inch smallmouth in January was pretty good sign of some growth in that. But those are three lakes that we were least looking forward to fishing. They're out of the way now, and we're going on to some of our better lakes. So next is Watts Bar, then Chickamauga, and then you've got Cherokee and Douglas and the rivers and Gunnersville. Those are all lakes and bodies of water that we love fishing so much more. And I think we'll do a lot better in those. So we're really looking forward to those. Thank you all for sticking to the end. I'm not sure what video will be going up after this. I'm kind of recording these out of order because of just because trying to get everything back in a schedule. Been kind of chaotic the last couple of months. But that being said, I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your week, and we will see you in the next one.